Because I love my country, and I think my country needs to have another option in relationship with these elections. Not only the option by the right, the Italian right, that is proposing an Italy that is Eurosceptic, an Italy in denial of climate change, in denial on individual rights, Italy that was also in denial of pandemic and vaccines. No, I want to propose to the Italians an idea of Italy that is pro-European, pro-vaccine, pro-science, not in denial on climate change, working in cooperation with the other countries, and not pushing our young people to leave the country to find job and their destiny abroad.
But I think most Italians are pro-vaccine, pro-science, pro-EU. And I believe that they had confidence that Italy was going in the right direction under the National Unity Government. With that in mind, why does it look like you may well be forlorn, sir, and that there will be a right-wing, centre-right government?
This is what we are fighting for. We are fighting to convince people that what we had in the last 1 year and a half, Draghi's government, was the right path for the country. Draghi's government made a fantastic job in the 18 months of work. Very good, first of all, in the implementation and the application of the recovery plan. A lot of European money. Italy didn't have a fantastic track record in spending European money in the past. And I think today the big challenge is to be very good and very reliable in using this money. And I think Draghi's government was very good in preparing, in setting up the scene. But of course it is not only, it was also the way in which we faced the Ukrainian war, the Russian aggression to Ukraine. Italy was on the right side of history. And at the same time also the work on social affairs, the social dimension of a project for the country against unstable jobs, giving the opportunity for young people to find a new job. So, in a few words, we were on the right track. And I'm sure that in the next three weeks of the electoral campaign, we will convince the Italian people to keep this track and not to change track.
One very senior politician here said to me, politician stroke academic, actually, even if the right wing were to form a government and even if Mrs. Meloni were to become the first female Prime Minister of Italy as well, the shackles of reality, of relationships and responsibilities with the EU, of having Mr. Mattarella as President, of the need to keep the books balanced at the Exchequer, these will shackle the worst successes of a centre-right, right-wing government. Do you believe that?
Well, I think the key issue is the fact that the track for the next 5 years is clearly there, and the track is the recovery plan. Italy never had such a big amount of money, more than 200 billion euros of European grants and loans, and all this money with a very good mission. Three main missions, if I may say. First of all, the digital transition. Italy was in very bad shape on digital transition. Today, the work of Vittorio Colao and the work of the government was put Italy on the right track in terms of digital transition. Second, the sustainability, so environment, sustainable transition, the fact that the country today is on the right track also on this dimension. And the third point is about the social dimension of the country. On the recovery plan, you have there many decisions that are on the right track in terms of education, in terms of jobs, in terms of welfare state to be reformed. So I think there is the key mission for the country. whoever wins the elections has to say, okay, I will apply this plan, because this plan was decided and approved by the Italian Parliament. It is not a plan approved by some technocrat or out of politics. It is approved by the Italian Parliament with a large majority of members of the Parliament. So we have to apply this plan, whoever wins the elections, because it's a fantastic treasure for Italy in the future.